What's good, YouTube? It's Kiji, and I'm back with another reaction video, y'all. I know that everybody has been hearing about this story, the Naziah Harris case, y'all. Pretty much, it's a case about a young girl. It appears as though she was dealing with a guy who was way beyond her age. I don't really know too much about it. We're gonna watch it together. Appreciate y'all for coming back to the channel. New subscribers, what's up? Thank you for coming to the channel, man. I really do appreciate y'all. I'm not gonna talk too much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's react.
I'm not a lawyer, but I am a mother, and there is a case out of Detroit that has absolutely broken my heart. Let me tell you everything you need to know about why this man has been charged with the death of this 13-year-old little girl. And yes, it's what you're thinking. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that this is a circumstantial case. There's no body, no weapon, and no eyewitness.
It says that the cause of death remains unknown, which, Judge, obviously Ms. Quake is getting to one
So they don't have no body?
of the main issues in this case, and one of the big questions in this case
Wow.
that I anticipate is going to be a defense argument.
We all know that that's one of the big issues here in this case. So I will admit it with your objection noted.
A little bit of context to set you up. This is Naziah Harris. She was living with her grandmother, Annette Harris, her aunt, Shannon Harris, and her aunt Shannon's 5 children. Naziah's biological mother was not in her life.
Now you are Naziah's
I can already tell this is bad, y'all.
maternal grandmother, correct?
Correct,
You're also her adopted parent, correct?
correct.
And you said you adopted her in 2016.
Yeah,
Is her birth mother still around?
she is.
Okay. Does she have a relationship with her?
No.
She doesn't have
Hey,
any
man, this is sad, man.
type of relationship, no contact with her that
We
you
hear
know?
about these stories.
Well, let me say this. I don't deal with my daughter, so she really didn't have really no contact with Naziah like that. She only came around now and then.
Now, the father of Aunt Shannon's 5 children is this man, 41-year-old Jarvis Ramon Butts.
Do you have any children?
Yes,
How many kids do you have?
5.
And do all your kids have the same dad?
Yes,
Who's their dad?
Jarvis Butts.
Oh my gosh, y'all. He is the father.
Jarvis has apparently like 13 kids.
Oh my
He works
God.
as a mechanic, and he owns an auto body shop with this man whose name is Cordell Wright, aka King. And this body shop that the two own and work at is not too far from where Naziah lives with her grandmother. Police say that on January 9th, 2023, Naziah gets off her school bus, but instead of heading home to her grandmother's house, she instead heads toward Jarvis's shop.
Oh, this is the footage, y'all. Okay, that's her right there.
It is January 9th, 2024, 2:54 p.m.
Now, before she reaches the shop,
I told y'all this just happened. So today is January 16th. As of today, I'm recording this video. They said January 9th, y'all. So this is fresh.
Jarvis and King see her as they are on their way back from picking up a part from the auto store.
On our way back from AutoZone, I believe we forgot something. So we ended up turning back around, going back to AutoZone, grabbed whatever we forgot, came back. And on our way back, we was coming down Harbor. Jarvis said, I see my niece right there, she walking. We pulled into Angel's liquor store. I still didn't see her. He pointed across my face, said she right there. She was coming across the street at that time. She got in the truck with us. She spoke, hi King, hi Jay, and we proceeded back to the shop. We started working on the Jaguar, putting the parts back on.
Now, multiple people testify about seeing a little girl with Jarvis on January 9th, the day she went missing, including Jarvis's own sister, who brought her car up to the shop that day.
And what's the reason that you went and talked to Detroit police?
I had reason to believe that I saw Naziah the day she went missing.
From the
Wow.
very beginning, where,
This is
where was it that you
crazy.
think you saw Naziah?
At the shop on Harbor Encounters.
Okay, and whose shop is that?
My brother Jarvis Butts and his partner.
So what's the reason you were at your brother's shop that day?
Something was wrong with the car that I was driving, and I just needed him to check it out to make sure it was safe for me to drive.
Okay. Do you recall about what time did you go to Jarvis's shop that day?
About 4 p.m., give or take a few minutes. So I was sitting outside of the shop in my car because they were working on another car on the inside. As I sat there,
for.
This is
the time I was
crazy.
there. I kept seeing a little girl get in and out of his truck, going to the gas station and going back to his car.
Do you get a look at this little girl that you
Y'all, he's doing this in a public, broad daylight. Way comfortable with this, man. This not his first time.
see getting in and out of his car?
I saw her, as she was walking. I never saw her face. I just remember her having on a colorful jacket.
Did you know who this little girl was at the time?
No,
And did you ever ask Jarvis who the little girl was?
yes.
And what did he tell you?
He told me, and I can't remember if it was this exact word or he said it's my partner's niece. Or he said
Damn.
it was King.
So he lying to the partner about who she is, and he lying to the family about who she is. That's crazy. That's wild crazy.
His niece.
Okay, but you knew who he was referring to?
Yes.
Okay. Did you think anything of it at the time?
No.
Okay. Okay, and what is it that made you think something different?
I received phone call, a video call from one of his kids' mom. She told me about some things that happened on Valentine's Day, and then she sent me a video of a podcast about my brother.
So, based on those, do you go and
Podcast.
talk to someone else?
Yes,
Okay. Who do you go and talk to?
his partner, King.
Okay.
After I mentioned to him that I had only saw my nieces and one particular little girl, he then told me that that was Naziah that I saw that day, and I was there.
Whoa.
What is it that you did after speaking with King that day?
I called Shannon Harris and I asked her for Sergeant Jones' phone number.
Okay. And,
Y'all, this is crazy. Like, can you imagine how hard this gotta be for, like, everybody involved? Like, this is crazy. It's sad, man.
So again, January 9th is the last time that anyone's seen or heard from Naziah, and Jarvis is the last person that she is confirmed to have been with. Which leads me to the second thing that you need to know about this case, and that is, while the case is circumstantial, the circumstances are pretty strong. This picture of Naziah was taken the day that she went missing. And pay attention to her glasses because it turns out Jarvis asked one of the mother of his children if he could borrow her car. But when he returned it, he left something in there.
when is it that Mr. Butts borrowed your vehicle?
January 9th. He
This
called
man.
and asked if he can use my car to do something with his son. I didn't get home till about 9 o'clock, and he came to my house to pick
Okay.
my car up.
Is that 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.?
9 p.m.
9 p.m.? When did Mr. Butts return with your car?
The next morning.
Was this normal, abnormal,
No, not normal.
not normal? Okay. Did you notice anything
Why you
in the
ain't
backseat
say
that was
nothing?
different?
There was a pair of glasses that was left that my son was playing with at the time.
This freak done left
I
the
believe they were
glasses.
clear around
Yeah,
the
lock him up now.
frame part.
Keep
I
him.
don't
If
know
he's
what
locked,
the ends look like, but I do remember they
Keep
were there around the house.
Okay. So you're at the shop. You see your son playing with the glasses. You take them from him. Is that a yes?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, tell me, what does Jarvis do?
He snatched them from me and said those were his sunglasses.
Okay.
Police also looked into Jarvis's phone location data to track his whereabouts and conduct some searches along those lines to see if they
This
could
man
find
is a freak.
anything connected to Naziah. And they did.
As we did our workup and we're looking at different locations that Mr. Butts had been to, as we start breaking down the phone mapping a little bit more on Mr. Butts' phone, it kind of led us to 7 Mile and Berg. So 7 Mile and Berg, there is, it used to be a golf course, which is now shut down. And then on the other side of Berg, there's a parking lot where it has like a vacant building, which used to be the clubhouse for the golf club. And then right behind that parking lot is the Rouge River. We searched the complete river from 8 Mile all the way down past 96 on foot with cadaver dogs in boats in the water.
dang, y'all, they was searching.
What evidence did you find?
We collected a pink jumpsuit, bodysuit style, and then a black hoodie that had a pair of white headphones in one of the pockets, some gloves, a towel, and a pair of red, black, and white gym shoes. That is one of the black, red, and white gym shoes that we collected from the wooded area. That is the black jacket that was collected.
That's her
This is
stuff,
the
yeah.
photograph kind of behind that tree branch. So yes, that is the paper and the pair of headphones that was recovered from that pocket. So that's going to be the hood of that hooded jacket. We noted that there are several holes in the jacket of unknown origin. That is the pink jumpsuit that we recovered.
So how close was the Rouge River, I guess, to the area that you were searching?
So there was a large parking lot just off of the west side of Berg, and then there was an embankment leading down to the river. I would say less than 500 feet.
Now, the last thing I want to point out concerning these circumstances is that police also believe that they have a motive. Here's a little bit of Naziah's Aunt Shannon testifying about some of that.
Can you kind of describe the relationship between Naziah and Jarvis?
Should be just the uncle and the niece relationship, no more than that.
And to fast forward, on January 21st of 2024,
Officer Gardner came to pick up Naziah's tablet. My mom asked me to put it on the charger. I put it on the charger. The tablet, before the tablet was picked up, I looked inside to this tablet. So the first thing I went to was Instagram, which I was scrolling. And I seen Jarvis Butt's Instagram page. I clicked on his page and I seen 2 messages.
The
were the messages
hell?
of a sexual nature?
Whoa.
No.
Okay.
It was 2 sent pictures, but you can't really make anything out. It wasn't nothing.
Dog was comfortable. He was reaching out to this child in person, over the phone, socials. Too comfortable.
There, but you know, the picture was sent. Called him while he was at work, asked him, what is these messages I seen between you and my niece? And he said, what messages? Said it's 2 particular messages that states out and it's a picture. And he stated that, I don't know, on these messages, I told him what the messages were, and he said it was probably our children was messaging him.
What?
And I stated no, because I know how our children will text.
All right. Now, this is your warning.
Man.
Police did access messages between then 12-year-old Naziah and 41-year-old Jarvis Butts. And it's bad. Really bad.
Oh,
September
man.
27, 2022, 1:54 a.m. She sent a message, where are we doing it at your choice? A message is replied to Jarvis, says basement. A message is sent to Naziah from Mr. Butt's phone saying, can you suck my please?
Oh,
And make
my
sure you
God, y'all. Oh, man, stuff like this, man, this makes me so upset. Angry,
Here's the
man.
messages. Go change your clothes and take your panties off. Are we doing it tonight? I'm ready, fresh out the shower. You coming over? Don't have school. Asking you coming.
God.
She receives a message from Jarvis that says, stop messing with people and just be mine. I'm finna go to lunch, love you. I can't stop thinking about you either. She sends a message to Jarvis. Hey, you may think I'm ignoring you, but I'm not. My phone broke. Are you mad at me? Please don't be mad. Can you tell me why you mad at me, yes or no? He replies to her saying, I haven't seen or talked to you. He had sent to her, I'm at your house. She says, damn, we was just there. You bet not be in my room. He sends her a message that says, I stole your panties. Didn't
Oh
I
my
make you come back
gosh.
ever? Jarvis, I'm sorry for making you mad, but do you ever think how I feel knowing that I can't have you to myself? But you have me to yourself.
Y'all, this is a 13-year-old girl saying these things.
And no, I'm not seeing anybody else, I swear. Then you going to hit it from the back again? Send me some pictures, please. I want some.
God.
And the name on here that she has this number saved is Bae for life. B-A-E, the number 4, and then life. Are you naked yet? Come on, Bae. I'm sorry. Just not in the mood right now. I'm sorry. I didn't sneak out for nobody. I swear. I know you having a rough day, but I swear I'm not lying.
So this man was pretty much having this little girl like completely locked in to the point where in her head, like she's dating him. She got to be loyal to him, like high level manipulation, y'all.
Why won't you believe anything I tell you? I'm not like other girls. There is
She's
no need
pleading
for me
to
lie
him.
to you. The meaning is you're mine and mine only, and all you're mine and will stay mine. Go take them panties off. He sends a message to her that says,
This is crazy.
can I get my dick sucked today? I just want your body on mine. We doing something or what?
This is crazy.
At 0123, she replies, I want to lay with you. He replies, I'm going upstairs. She sends, okay, Shan going up there too. Give her some so she can shut up and leave you alone.
Whoa. Is she talking about the aunt?
She only acting like that because she's horny. To come downstairs so I can sit on it real quick. You was right, it hit different outside. Do you like your girls skinny? That's messed up because I was gonna f the shit out of you. I still want you to do it. August 4, 2023 at 22:07 hours, Naziah sends to Jarvis. Shan and
Wow.
Aaron left. Jarvis replies, okay, what you saying? Naziah then replies back, what you think I'm trying to say? I want to try something. A threesome. You down for it? Thinking about you.
Whoa, these text messages is crazy. Crazy.
Period haven't came at all. Hello, you there? It have not came. Jarvis replies to her, since when? Since I was in the hospital. That was last month. I'm scared. I don't know IDK. What to do? I have to go to the doctor's TM.
Oh, so her period
You said
hadn't
you
came.
took a pregnancy test and it was negative. She replies, it did. Jarvis then replies, so go get another one. I can't. I have no money. 1443, she says, you ain't scared to get a plan B, get a pregnancy test, and bring it later today. Just act like you have to use the bathroom. 1456, Jarvis replies to her with, okay. September 27th, starting at 21:26 hours, Naziah sends...
This is a child, this man doing this with, y'all.
Jarvis replies, yes. What we doing, though? At 21:49, she sends back. Jarvis replies, seriously? Naziah replies, yeah, what else we gonna do? Jarvis replies back to her, where? It now jumps to October 21st at 19:05 hours. Naziah sends, hey babe, I need that plan B today. Jarvis sends her the letter Y.
And now jumping to November 27th.
This is disgusting.
I just want to talk. I really don't want to lose you. I don't want your problem, but I need you to bring me what I need tonight. It's hard doing all this gym shit with this baby. And if I don't do them, I'm going to get a F.
Oh my God, dog. This is a child. She is, y'all, it's like you have to think about what's going on here. This is a little child. She's in like, what, middle school? Having to take PE. Pregnant with this nigga's baby, and he's like 40. This is way crazy. Get back into these messages.
2024 at 14:21, Naziah sent to Jarvis, don't forget to be there before 3. I will let you know when I'm leaving the school. If you're not there, I will wait. Send okay if you've seen the message so I can delete your number. Jarvis replies, okay, and those messages were deleted.
So she
There's
doing
no
better
further
stuff than him.
communication.
Not better stuff, but she's deleting and seem like she's like knowing something is, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't seem like he even cares to do that. He's leaving Instagram messages, all type of stuff.
Between Naziah's text now number and Jarvis's number after January 9th, 2024, 1 year ago today.
Yes.
All right, so all of that leads me to the final thing that you need to know about this case.
Damn.
And that is that it hasn't gone to trial yet. Everything I just showed you is from the preliminary hearing.
Oh,
a preliminary
man.
hearing is when prosecutors get to present their witnesses and evidence in front of a judge, and that judge gets to determine if there's enough probable cause that this case should go to trial. And that's what happened for Jarvis. The prosecutors presented everything that I showed you and more to the judge, and not only did she determine that this case should absolutely go to trial, she also had some words for all of the adults that were in Naziah's life.
I have
Y'all.
to speak on Naziah Harris and the community. From what I've heard over the last 4 days and 5 days total, is that several people failed her.
Several people
I don't know
felt
who her
her.
mother is. I don't know anything other than that she was forced to live in a home where she was not protected or given the adequate attention and love.
At all.
I don't know what her father is. I don't have any mention of him in her life. No presence. To Cordell, aka King, and all the men who saw Jarvis Butts hanging out and always around these young girls, including Naziah, and his 9-year-old daughter going up to the shop to clean up his shop. There's no mention of CPS, and I wonder what their involvement was over the years, because this was not just a 1-year thing. There are text messages at least from 2022.
Y'all, this is crazy.
To her adoptive grandmother, Annette Harris, whose testimony, in my opinion, was very questionable. I understand why the people put her on the stand to establish Naziah's residence and the houses on Bedford and the regular routine, to establish also that Naziah was not a runaway child, that she was not a bad kid. But to always send those girls up there to clean up the shop raises questions. And how
This
are
is
there
bad,
women in
man.
the house who have birthed children themselves who did not notice that Naziah was pregnant, and I believe she was, and not having her period anymore?
This is crazy, y'all. How do y'all not know?
Was when Annette Harris stood on the stand, and she learned around 6 p.m. that Naziah did not come home from school, and said she looked around for her and decided to wait until the next morning to call the police. Without a tear, without emotion, or any expression of being devastated.
Yeah.
And to her Aunt Shannon, who also showed no emotion, expression of being devastated from Naziah going missing. She stated that she had friends help look for Naziah, but was directed to just wait until the morning to call the police. A grown woman who likely suspected something strange going on didn't feel the need to call the police either. As far as the people establishing probable cause, I will focus on count 1 as it's been stated that there is no contention with counts 2 and 3. In count 3, I will amend based off of the motion and the testimony I heard that Naziah was 12 and not 13 at the time that Jarvis Butts had sexual intercourse.
Wow, so she was 12.
The prosecution is correct. You do not have to have a body to establish first-degree premeditated murder. It would have been a much shorter exam had her body been found, but this is where we are. In the last 365 days, no text messages. We all heard today and yesterday that she was very active and frequently texting. No social media for a year. We heard testimony that she was also active on social media. No phone calls, which she was also able to do according to testimony. No physical sighting of her by anyone. She never came back to school. No one has seen her. Medical records dated from July 2014 to October 2023 indicate that she had no life-threatening medical issues that would lead to a natural cause of death. While this is still probable cause, the evidence all points to Jarvis Butts.
All of
locations, him being seen with her last,
yes.
the abortion searches,
yes.
the abrupt silence between the two of them in text messages,
all of it,
and the constant lies he told throughout the entire investigation. We may never know what happened, but from what I heard today and over the last 4 or 5 days, it appears he intended to perform what he thought was a do-it-yourself abortion on Naziah. It went south, and instead of seeking medical attention for her, he intentionally killed her and tried his best to cover it up.
Man, y'all, this angers me.
I want her to be alive today.
So bad.
At least probable cause to show and believe that she's dead and she was murdered by Jarvis Butts.
He killed her for sure. He found out about the baby, and I guess he did whatever he thought that he was supposed to do, which was whatever. And he killed that little girl for sure. For sure.
Mr. Butts, stand up.
The judge, she over it.
You've been sitting over there for 4 days with your head down, sitting between and behind your attorney with your mask on and taking vigorous notes. I want you to pay attention and listen to everything I have to say.
Oh yeah, sucker, look at him.
I have been trying to figure out for the last 5 days, you. At one point I thought you were cognitively impaired in the beginning of this exam. And then maybe you had the brain of a 10-year-old, and that's why you were doing such things.
Nah.
I heard more and more testimony.
He know what he doing.
You're just a true definition of a pedophile.
For sure.
Watching you laugh and brag about all the women you have with different women and the children and the girlfriends, and making babies to groom them, and having them in your presence, cleaning up your shop. The little girls around you has landed you here today. You groomed Naziah. You played mind games with her. We all heard that. You controlled her emotionally. She was exposed to so much at such a young age. The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear.
Disgusting, y'all.
She has you saved in her phone as bae for life. Naziah deserves so much more. And while I mentioned other people that failed her, Jarvis Butts, you were the monster in this whole picture. She did deserve love from her parents and everyone who was in her life. She was ignored. She was neglected.
She was.
She wanted someone to love her, and she will never know what that feels like. Your children deserve more.
The judge reading them, y'all.
Issues on count 1. All that has done is raise the question of fact for the trier of fact, which means that this will be for a jury or a judge to hear in Third Circuit.
Dog, how could you represent somebody like this? Like, look at the lawyers. They looking like they don't even want to stand next to him.
I pray for the healing of all the victims and young girls and possibly boys who have come into contact with you. As a community, we should look at this case as a prime example of how much work we have to do when it comes to protecting our children, and especially our black girls. I pray for closure and healing for all those who have been traumatized by you. And for you,
He a monster, y'all. Look at him.
a speedy trial and that justice be delivered.
Monster.
The bind over date is January 16th and 9 o'clock a.m. Anything else for the record?
He a monster. He can't even look. He can't even look up.
Do the right thing and tell us where she's at, please.
Her family.
Just do it, Jarvis. Where is she at, Jarvis? Just tell us.
He's a monster. Man, this is heartbreaking. Ah, this is heartbreaking.
And this is why I can't do cases about children, because it is infuriating. Okay, so
Man.
next up will be Jarvis Butt's trial. There isn't a date set yet, but I'm sure it's coming soon. And in the words of that judge, I wish for a speedy trial and for justice to be delivered.
Man, that whole video, y'all, just made me so angry. Like, I don't even have the words to really, like, truly describe how I feel. I feel so bad, you know what I'm saying, for that little girl. She was definitely mentally like, she was manipulated to the highest level of manipulation by somebody who obviously had done this before. You know what I'm saying? He bragging about it. He's done this before. This is nothing new to him. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, she got in his path. She got in the path of a monster. I feel so bad for her, y'all. She was so innocent, so young. This guy is definitely gonna get what he deserves. This is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's obvious, you know, what happened, y'all. But you know, this is one of those cases, y'all. This is a new one. So, you know, it's bad right now as we go through this little short video here, y'all. But when this trial rolls out and the details really start to come out, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be worse than what it is now. Like, they're gonna dig real deep, and the whole family gonna look bad. I can already tell, because they failed this girl. The judge was right. They failed this girl. Everybody, all the adults failed this child, y'all. I'm gonna definitely be digging more into some of these videos dealing with this case for sure. This was my first video that I watched on it. It was so disgusting. I don't even know how I can sit through more, but I do want to dig into this because I know this is something that people, you know, they want to hear about as far as the case, and they want to see him go down, you know, for what he did to this child, y'all. So we definitely gonna dive more into these reactions. I hope y'all like this reaction. Once again, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We got more reactions on the way. Stay tuned. I'm out.